Hello everyone, back to do with another video. I'm going to go ahead and click ready. This is going to be another game on my main account. It's going to be a ranked game. It's against the last miner here, also known as Walhall or 7-Up or some of his previous names that you might have heard of him by. This setup here is one that I just made just for this player. So we'll see how this works. The first game in recent history that I remember playing him, was a pretty dominant win for me. I'm going to go ahead and scout that, see what we got. Hit scout, okay. The first game in recent history that we played, I was a pretty dominant victor. And in the last game we played, he had 2 front row kernels. As for the point of that, I don't know. And there you see another front row kernel right here. Last time he had it, I think, right here. I don't know why he's doing that, but it's a bit interesting. Last game he got 2 scouts for it, so we'll see. I'm going to try to bluff this as a bomb here. Okay, well, okay, I know what I need to do. I'm going to move this captain back, and then I'm going to threaten it with this colonel here. So he's using up his scout, so he's making a lane to the center here for this colonel. So I think his marshal might be somewhere like over here, and he's trying to have access to it, because this colonel spawned here. Okay, well, I'll take that with my captain. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move this captain over, and then I'm going to move the colonel up, and I'm going to try to get him to hit my general, or in some way attack the general. Okay, so I'm going to swing the general around here and see if I can maybe get him to just keep the colonel there. Worst case scenario is that we trade colonels and he discovers my general. So, meh, that's fine, honestly. Alright, so I'm going to put the general here, and he's going to do that, okay. Well, he's not going to trade or discover my general. So he guessed that this was going to be a good piece, so I suppose that's good. I'm going to bring this scout out next. Now he's bringing out another scout, okay. He is a rather slow player. He's kind of known for being a slow player. Alright, so he's probably going to move over with the colonel, I'll move down with the captain, then he'll scout and trade scouts. So, yeah. Yeah, he does really play quite slowly. Okay, so next thing for me to do is to move my scout up here. Okay, so I anticipated that he might do that. I'm going to move the general over, and then I'm going to move this colonel back. Okay, so he's going to scout that. Alright, so I'm going to move my general up. And he pretty much knows at this point this is the general or the marshal. So I'm putting it in a position where it can be scouted, but I'm not tremendously worried about that. Even if he does scout it, it'll be a 7th scout, like that. And that's fine, because he pretty much knew already that that was going to be a piece like that. Okay. Let's see here. What should I do? Okay, I'm going to bluff this scout as the spy. And he's going to use his last scout to do that, and I'm going to just take it with my sergeant. Sometimes his play I don't really understand very well. Okay, I'm just going to leave that there. So he's going to move in on that captain. He probably thinks he's being smart, and that this is my good piece. But alas, that's not how it is. So, that's not really I mean, it's okay. It's an okay trade, especially because it's my marshal, and he already knows my general, and I don't have info like that on him. He's discovered this major. Next thing I'm going to want to do is trade colonels. So I'm going to do that, and then we'll go ahead and trade that off. And that's going to open it up, first and foremost, so that I get his second colonel off the board. And secondly, that I have a reduced amount of pieces that I need to take care of, or move out of the way, in case he blitzes down the center here. Alright, so, let's move up with this general here. Okay, and then I'm going to move over with this scout. Alright. Alright, let's go ahead and scout that, see what we got. That's the general. Okay, so that's good info. That's good info for sure. Okay, I'm going to move on that piece. Depending on what he does here, I think this could be the marshal. I pegged it earlier as a potential marshal. Okay, so I think that is his marshal then. I think that is his marshal. So let's go ahead and bring this major out here. If he lottos the spy, I think I'll remotely be surprised. Because he is someone that does not lotto until they are, like, way down. So let's go ahead and do that. I think that this is the marshal, actually. I could be wrong about that. But I'm going to try to bring up the scout to check it. Alright. So we will have our major there, and then we'll bring this scout up. And we should be all set. Okay, yeah, that's right, that captain has moved. I forgot about that, honestly. So that was good by him to remember that. I guess it wasn't too hard to remember that. But for now, I'm up that one piece, and down quite a bit. So, I'm going to go ahead and come out with this sergeant. I really don't want him to take my spy. So, I'm going to try to bluff that to some extent, that this sergeant is something good. And then, of course, move up with that scout. And I'll go there. Alright, I'll trade with him. I still think this could be something good. Actually, trading wasn't the best idea. I should have shot that scout over here. But I guess I wanted his general out of the picture. Let's see what he does here. Alright, let's scout that. Suppose it's possible it's not the marshal. Okay, it's not. Alright, so nothing there. So this is probably an insignificant piece, I think, right here. I mean this one here, because he allowed it to be trapped by his general. So I'm up a colonel, and I'm down some of these mid-range pieces here, and he also has the info advantage. So, that wasn't necessarily ideal. I mean, being up the colonel is good, but... Okay, I'm just going to leave that there. The one thing that I need to use to my advantage, I don't think that's the spy. If it is, then he deserves to win for being so daring with your spy. So the general came from here, I think, so that could be the spy right here. I wouldn't be shocked to see that if the general was here. So I think that's probably the spy right here. I'm not sure where the marshal would be, though. I'm really not sure. One would think it would probably be on this side, considering the general and spy were over here toward the center. But I suppose it's also possible that this is his weak side, and he has nothing over here, and maybe the marshal's, like, over here. Now, one thing about this player is he doesn't usually put bombs on the side here, but I'm not going to risk it, so I'm going to come up with a minor and a major here, and we'll see if we can get something going on this side. Alright, so I'm going to put that, I'm going to move the scout up here. And I'll just leave that there, unless he threatens my pieces. He does know this major, so I just have to be a little bit careful. Alright, again, I don't think that's anything significant. So I'm just going to move that back. Okay, so that's the sergeant, which I know. I'm going to move this lieutenant up as like a bluff cover piece, just to keep him guessing as to where my colonel is potentially. What my colonel really needs to do is to get a major here. Now, I still think his marshal is probably on this side over here. So if he advances on that major, I'll move over, and that'll keep... Oh, wow. Alright. Well, I'm glad I didn't immediately advance with my major on that. Because, wow, that was unexpected. I mean, he got a minor out of it. He probably wanted a whole lot more. But man, that was interesting. So what I'm going to do now is just use my colonel and to smash in the center here. Okay, well, let's move this over at least. Again, he has nothing higher than a major. So let's move this over, and then we'll see what he does, and depending on what he does, I'm going to move the lieutenant over then, as well. Alright, let's do that. Okay, let's hit this. Okay, minor. So this was a piece where he was trying to figure out what I had. So that's good that I hit that. Alright, so he's going to trade majors with me. I have a feeling this is probably a major or a captain or something here. But what I'm going to need to do, I might need to kind of lotto a little bit, just because I'm down these 3 pieces here, which is going to be a losing endgame with my colonel. Yeah, okay. Let's trade this off here, and then I'll try to, I don't know, bluff this major as my colonel, maybe? Okay, let's do that. Okay, I'm going to threaten it there, and then I'm going to come down with this colonel. Okay, let's keep doing that. I really need to get a major here. Okay, let's do that. Okay, I'll advance here. This is probably his, yeah, this is his major for sure. I'll move up there. Okay, I guess we're going to trade. Yeah. Okay, so this is his major. Okay, let's advance on that. I'll be mildly surprised if he takes it. Let's see what he does. Okay, well, alright, let's take that. That's probably a captain trade. Okay, I'll take a free lieutenant. I'm okay with that. So I've let his major back in here. I might lose this lieutenant of mine. Okay, good. So I haven't let him back in the center. So this is a more manageable game here, perhaps. Let's see. I wonder what this is here. So that's some insignificant piece for sure, but I'm going to take this and see what we got. A minor. Okay. I mean, this colonel was really obvious at that point, except for the fact the move that he made here made me think that that was really obvious. Because he was looking for me to take that with my major. So surely this piece is nothing good. Unless he misclicked it or something. It can't be more than a minor. Let's advance on it and see what we got. Oh, so that's his major. Okay. I must admit I did not expect that. And he's probably going to go on a rampage. So the best thing I can do here is now refuse to trade majors. Wow, yeah, he fooled me pretty good on that. I pretty much had guaranteed that this was his major. I don't know why I thought that, but I did. But of course we have his sergeant here. But I'm down loads of pieces now. Well, not loads, but a sergeant, lieutenant, 3 captains, so kind of loads, actually. Alright, hopefully we can get one of these back, at least. Hopefully there's a captain here. But yeah, I must admit, he really surprised me with that major. Another thing is, if I get all of his minors, then I can draw. And that's just a sergeant. Man, this is not going well. Okay. Alright, let's see if we can scout around here and see if we can find... No trading majors. Definitely not. Yeah, I mean, where are all of his captains? He's got 4 of them somewhere. Like I said, usually he doesn't put bombs on the side very much. But in this case, it might be worth it to actually try to lotto those. But let's go ahead and scout. Okay, not yet. Again, we have his... That's his sergeant. Alright, let's see what we got there. Well, it is a minor, which are pretty valuable at this point. That spy still hasn't moved. But let's go ahead and kill this minor, I suppose. Actually, I realize I should do this with the major, or it gives him an opportunity to trap my major. Alright, I'll take that. Alright, and then I'm going to move this up, and I'm going to need to bring this minor up here. So that was a captain, as predicted. So that's one of his captains. Let's see, I'm going to bring this minor up while I still can. Okay. So I'm going to just do this, just in case this is like a captain or something, and I can be able to trap it if my minor hits it. So he's got 2 minors left. I think one of the games that we played, he had 0 minors on his back row, or just 1, I forget. So this could be potentially dangerous with my flag here, but we'll see. Alright, let's go ahead and bring this minor up. I'm probably attacking on the wrong side of the board. Although, actually, I think last game... Alright, so he's trying to stop me from doing this, so that makes me think, maybe there's something good here. So I'll go ahead and reverse positions, and I'm going to put the major here instead. Of course, we have captain and sergeant, and we have our major. So he's probably going to hit his sergeant on that bomb. Good. Okay, so what would be better is if he hit his captain on that bomb. But I'm not down a sergeant anymore, so I'm down 3 captains and a lieutenant. And I'm up 2 miners. So basically nothing. I mean, that could be significant, but I'm probably about to be up just 1 miner anyway. The way he rushed his major up here, though, makes me think that perhaps there might be something of value over here. But we'll see. I think I might be doing a pretty good job bluffing that as my flag. Let's go ahead and hit this and see what we got. Lieutenant. Alright. So nothing there. You know what? I think I'm actually just going to hit this piece because he really doesn't usually put bombs on the side and I really need it. And hopefully it's a captain. But I trade being up a minor for being up a lieutenant. I am going to lotto this piece. I recognize that. But if this game just keeps going the way it's going, it's going to end up in a defeat. So I got to do something here. So I'm going to be down 3 captains. And I'm going to be up 1 minor. Hopefully it'll be down 2 captains, or maybe up 2 minors. I'm going to hit it. And it's a bomb. Alright. Well, that's obviously not good. So I'm going to need to lotto with this colonel here. Hopefully find his minors. Alright, I think he's trying to cut off access to any of my other pieces over here. But I'm still just going to hit it. That's probably another bomb. Yeah, of course. Okay. Well, that's game over. He played well, I guess. I think what happened is the main issue was his general counterattack. Once he discovered my marshal, which is what I was afraid of. And that got him a lot of stuff like these captains and lieutenants. And as a result, I just really couldn't play the numbers game because he had just so much on me. But that's definitely GG, and he definitely won that and deserved that. So good game.